Alright guys, we're back with a banger of a video, and today we have an ultimate loaded triple pepperoni deep pan pizza. That sounds spot on to me. Listen to this blurb quickly if I can actually read it. A deep pan pizza base topped with spicy tomato sauce, mozzarella cheese, sliced and diced pepperoni, and mini smoked pepperoni. It sounds spot on. It does sound good. It was £3.50 from Iceland. Let's get a closer look at this. It does claim to be new, although I'm not sure that it's brand new. And it is from the TGI Fridays range. There is the serving suggestion. It does look spectacular. I like the look of that cheese pull. Shouldn't get too excited looking at the picture on the box because that usually ends up disappointing. Flipping it over, we get our cooking instructions. Basically fan 180 for 18 minutes directly on the shelf, no baking tray needed. Then we have the ingredients, which this range of products, this TGI range, they insist on doing this tiny black print on bright red background, which is very difficult to read. But the main ingredients are 13% mozzarella cheese, 10% pepperoni, and 3.5% mini smoked pepperoni. There is the nutritional information for the folks that want it. 1/3 of a pizza will set you back 451 calories. Right, let's get eyes on this thing. I'm keen to see what this pizza actually looks like, if it resembles anything near to what's on the box. Oh, look at that. It does have a fair amount of pepperoni on there. Have the scissors today. Let's get it out of here. Oh, they're definitely wrong when they say sharing on the box. It's not. This isn't a sharer. This serves one, but it is a good looking pizza. Right, I'm going to bang this in the air fryer, and I'll get back to you when we're ready for some eating. Right, folks, this is our pizza fresh out the air fryer. Let me give you a closer look at this thing, because it does look quite spectacular. You must admit that looks quite inviting, doesn't it? There's a good looking little pizza right there. Right, I'm keen to get into this. Let's crack into it. It looks to be nice and cheesy. It looks to have a fair amount of toppings on it. So let's, oh, we're getting a little bit of that cheese pull. Look at that. Gotta love a cheese pull. Oh, this does look like a banger. It's cooked up nicely. Let's get into it. Still getting cheese pulls. That is a nice meaty pizza. The pepperoni on there is nice and spicy. This is ticking all the boxes so far. It's cheesy, it's meaty. The pepperoni has a nice kick to it. You are getting it. There was the mini pepperoni was smoky, if I remember correctly, or smoked, and you are getting a tiny little bit of smokiness coming through in the flavor. The base, it's got a nice thick. It's like a substantial base. It's quite. It's got like a bit of a doughy texture to it when you bite into it. I'm enjoying that. Usually I do like a light and fluffy base, but this is a bit of a heavier base, but it goes well with the meatiness. That is definitely a gorgeous pizza. The spicy, when you first bite into it, in the first mouthful, the spiciness, even though the box had a 2 chili rating on it, the spiciness was a little more than what I expected. As you're settling into the second slice, it settles nicely and there's just a slight tingle on the tongue from the spiciness, which is quite enjoyable. But they certainly haven't shortchanged you on the toppings. Often with these frozen pizzas, they don't have enough cheese on it. This one is very cheesy. I'm quite happy with that. There's also a fair amount of toppings on here. There's a good amount of pepperoni on here. And it is, it's nice, and when you bite into it, it's nice. The bite feels substantial. It's got a nice doughiness to the bite and a nice meatiness in the mouthful that you get. Yeah, when they say ultimate loaded on the box, they're not too far off. That's pretty accurate description. If I'm nitpicking a little, I would like the filling to go further to the edge of the crust. But that said, the crust itself isn't bad. And if you had like a little garlic dip or something like that for the crust, that would be spot on. Excellent pizza, this. Now at £3.50, you will find cheaper pizzas, but you'll also find more expensive pizzas, frozen ones, I mean. So £3.50 is not a bad price point for it, considering how good it is. It's packed with toppings. There's a fair amount of cheese on there. There's a fair amount of pepperoni on there. So I think you're getting value for money out of it. I do enjoy, if you have a look at the bottom, you can see there's the greasiness from the pepperoni has absorbed into the crust a bit, which I'm quite enjoying. So one thing I do like about a pepperoni pizza is the greasiness. I know not everyone likes that, but this hits well. This definitely hits well. That is a banger of a pizza from TGI Fridays right there. It's definitely a 5-star experience. Not quite a certified banger. Loving the meatiness, loving the cheesiness, loving the spiciness. I am enjoying the the kind of doughy, heavy base. It might be a certified banger if they had a light, fluffy base. But that's kind of a personal preference thing. If you do like a heavy base, then this pizza would probably be a certified banger for you. And when I think of some of the other pizzas we've had on the channel, I think we're getting good value for money at that $3.50 price point. It's not the cheapest pizza out there. It's certainly not the most expensive, but it is a damn good one. And that helps with the value for money side of it. Right, definitely a 5-star experience from TGI Fridays. They've knocked it out the park with this one. This is a damn good pizza. Definitely try it if you can. And with that said, as usual, I'm over talking it, so I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.